right, so schools are scheduled to resume distance learning, homeschooling actually, today. So, how prepared are schools for this? Joining us by phone is Owen Speid. He's president of the Jamaica Teachers Association, and we're going to be talking some more about that. Good morning, Sir Owen. How are you?
Good morning. I am very good, thanks.
All right, you're
Uh,
talking to
and I hope you
Empress.
are well.
I am, and I think so is Empress.
Yes, can you hear me? Good morning, Mr. Speid.
Good morning, Empress.
Wow, what a time, what a time. I think it's important for us to acknowledge our teachers to start this interview and just
Oh
ask
my,
you,
yes,
how are
indeed.
how are the teachers doing right now?
Well, it ranges from, it's different kinds of emotions. It's ranging from anxiety to depression to several other types. I mean, as we look on ahead, we are seeing that more cases are rolling in. Uncertainty is another word. Some are uncertain with regards to what it is that, the future is going to hold for all of us, including the children of Jamaica as well.
Yeah. Mr. Speid, as a parent, a new home teacher, I have to ask you though, school fees right now, some schools are giving the parents a 10% discount. My school has done very well and given us over $30,000 off the fee. But I
You're kind of a
understand.
little bit low. I don't know why. I'm
Oh,
not hearing you well.
all right.
But,
Can you hear me any better?
oh, yes, all right. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I do have a big voice, I was just calming it down, but I'm very excited to speak loudly. Yes, so I was saying some teachers, or some parents, sorry, have received a 10% discount for the new school term. I was blessed with a $30,000 plus discount from my school. However, we understand that the school fees is what pays the teachers. So
Yes.
what is the compensation plan? How are teachers going to make it through, like many of Jamaica who have lost work at this time, reduced income? How are the teachers going to survive? And do you think we should get maybe a 50-60% discount if teachers are not performing online classes? And if children are not participating, should we be paying a school fee at all during this time?
Well, we want to separate the issues. If children are not getting on to do the classes, that's not the teacher's fault. So we have to look now at what it is that the teachers have the responsibility to do. And if the teachers are carrying out their responsibilities, and in fact, we believe that more than 8 out of 10 teachers are really trying their best to engage the children and to get on with the online teaching to the extent that they can. We would say that we want to know that our teachers and our members get pay at the end of a month. We also know that for the independent schools, they depend heavily on school fees in order to put their wage bills. And we would like the government of Jamaica, and these things are things that the Ministry of Education needs to come out and say to the public. And that's why I keep saying that there needs to be some sort of a press conference. You guys would relish that. For the Ministry of Education to come out and deal with just educational matters and to clear the air on some of these vital issues. For example, the whole thing of pay for teachers and how are we going to reach more children to get online.
Yeah. The announcement might have come this week, but I think most people would have been prepared, Mr. President, correct me if I'm wrong, for schools to remain closed. Teaching happens, but the physical school closed. Are teachers prepared in terms of lesson plans, the curriculum, and how they're going to impart the rest of the term to the students?
It takes more than even just the lesson plans and the curriculum for them to be prepared because, as you know, the bandwidth problem that we face in Jamaica it's a real challenge. And many of the teachers are crying out that they have to dip into their pockets to buy data to sustain this program. And as well, they are crying out for even proper devices to carry the program. And as you know, you might be aware by now that we were promised some tablets under the negotiation, the last round of negotiation 2017. And in the heads of agreement, it was signed off that the teachers should be given a tablet. And this is separate and apart, must I make it clear, from the tablets in schools project. It's a different thing. This is a thing that is a negotiated benefit, and we are waiting for more than 3 years to get it. If the teachers had the tablets, it would make it a lot easier on them and on the other devices that they may have, because you cannot keep running a computer all day, particularly in homes where you don't have air conditioning units, you know. So it is a strain on many of our teachers, and we would like some of these matters to be addressed in a public space so that the people will know that if a teacher is not connected, it doesn't necessarily mean that the teacher doesn't care, but there are other issues that are out there that they face.
So, Mr. Speid, you speak of a conference. Aren't you the man to call the minister and other stakeholders to this live conference, online, digital conference? Why not do it next week?
Not at all. They would be like saying that let me not put it that way, but it is the responsibility of the Ministry of Education and you know, the government, the Prime Minister, who would sanction something like that to go ahead with a press conference. I mean, the parents need to know, for example, whether or not people are still asking, teachers are still asking, whether or not we will still have the PEP exam, whether or not they will have the CSEC exam and CAPE exam. And, you know, these are some pertinent questions that people are asking, and they are coming upon the JTA asking us, but it's really the Ministry of Education that should be doing the answering.
Where do we go from here, sir? Because I know the tablets is a necessary thing, but I don't know, with everywhere all shut down and money now being channeled into stimulus packages and so on, whether or not a budget was set aside. I don't know if they're going to find a new budget for the tablets. What's the compromise?
No. That was budgeted for quite some time.
Yeah. But you know, in a crisis, sometimes we take from Peter and get to Paul.
No, that's signed off. It's an agreement. It's different, you know, Delia and Empress. When you sign the heads of agreement, it's a totally different thing. And if it has anything to do with money, then those would have been
earmarked.
And so on. It's just a matter of the way the foot dragging that is going on with it. And every time they give you a date, then that date is shifted to a later date.
Okay.
And it is causing anxiety.
Well, I don't understand the shift and how hard it is to just order the tablets and distribute them. So I'm quite confused. You said 2017 was when you expected them for the teachers, and it's 2020 and you haven't received them. Then that's problematic, sir.
I didn't get that, please. Sorry.
You said they were promised for 2017 delivery, the tablets for the teachers?
2017, it was promised that within 3 years, but they would have started from 2017 to do the distribution.
But
and it would happen over a 3-year period.
Okay.
And we have passed the 3-year boundary now, and we have not gotten any at all.
Yeah. Well, in this crisis, I don't know if that's going to be the priority. However, I am asking you to find a way, as the top man, to make sure our teachers can connect with the students, because the parents are stressed out, Mr. Speid. The parents are monitoring the homework, and they're going crazy because they have their other work. Some of the parents don't understand the grade 2 work. Am I speaking of me?
It's a funny thing that you have said. The parents It's not the teachers who will have to find. And may I just add that I have
Teachers
had
are
reports
also
that
parents.
I have had reports that teachers are purchasing credit and sending to students' phones in order to get them online so that they can be a part of lessons. So teachers are making their efforts, they are putting in their efforts, and what we need is for more reach, and that is not going to be created by the teachers. We need more bandwidth, for example. We need parents to become more involved in trying to assist with, and I know they are facing a difficult challenge now in the midst of this COVID crisis, because any money they get with pending lockdowns and so on, they will try to hoard food.
Yeah.
You know, and that is why I keep saying to people, when teachers remain home for this period, don't expect that they save anything, because any extra funds they have will have to go towards purchasing food for themselves and
They're
their family.
also parents.
Yeah.
They're
Yes.
also
Yeah.
parents.
They're
So they
also
have bills
parents.
too. All right,
Right.
Sir Speed. We have to go. We hope, though, that in short order, better communication will happen.
Yes.
Because the children are our future. And at the end of the day, this is about them. And that things will iron out themselves, because COVID seems to be hanging on a little bit.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank-
And all the best to you and to the nation. Our condolences to the families and friends of those who have passed because of COVID. And we pray for speedy recovery for all of the people who have gone down with the virus so far.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Speid. All the best to you and your family. And hopefully we will see that press conference online soon. And blessings to all our teachers. I hope he reaches out to the Universal Service. What do you call it? The
Universal Services Fund.
Service Fund. I think they can.
Godspeed be with you.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right. All right, Mr. Speid. Godspeed. President, Prezi of the Jamaica Teachers Association, JTA.
All right, still to come, we move from one very critical sector to another important sector, agriculture. We're going to get an update, so we're going to take a break. News in 5 is next. I wonder what's going on with tourism, too. Yeah.